into the house, blue-faced, and next thing I know, people are screaming.
Tonight, a child is dead after being found inside a car in Cobb County during the peak of today's heat. I'm Blair Miller.
I'm Sean Gables. This all unfolded outside of a home in Marietta on Wanda Circle tonight. That's where we find Atlanta News First reporter Madeline Montgomery. And Madeline, when exactly was this child found?
Police tell us that they were called out here a little before 7 tonight, and they're still out here right now investigating the situation. Now, when they were called here, the temperature in Marietta was 90 degrees. A neighbor tells us that she saw a child being pulled from the car and taken into the house, and she says that's when emergency crews were called and started showing up here. And we're told by police that the child was rushed to the hospital but could not be saved. Police have not said how long the child was in the car, but they do believe it was an extended period of time. And the neighbor we spoke with told us tonight that watching this scene unfold and everyone impacted just simply broke her heart.
They now know what death means, and it's gut-wrenching. It's heart-wrenching to see little children having to witness the cops there, having to see people getting taken out of the house. It's absolutely heart-wrenching.
Police have been out here investigating for hours. They still haven't told us if the parents are going to be charged with anything, and they still haven't told us the age of the child. Reporting live in Cobb County, I'm Madeline Montgomery, Atlanta News First.